Today is April 30th, and I had a great watch list. I was looking at eBay, Facebook, Twitter, Qualcomm, Microsoft, and Overstock.com. I had a couple. I only took 3 of those names. I got indicators that I'm using for my trades, and I'm selling them for $2.99. You got to have some good indicators if you don't know how to really read the tape, read the charts. Studying your chart patterns don't always work. Your chart patterns sometimes don't work because you have false signals, moving averages that don't really make sense, or you have too much on the screen. I have one arrow up or down that lets me know when to buy or sell. Those indicators, and I'll go ahead and at the end of this video give you an opportunity to go ahead and get. If you have Thinkorswim, if you have it downloaded, I can share my screen with you that I have on Thinkorswim and just give it to you for $299, and I give you the keys to the kingdom to where you can profit day in, day out like me. The 3 symbols that I did trade was Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this one first. They had earnings. They had earnings last night, so they popped up pretty good. The high of the evening session was 217.26, as you can see on the screen. But they came out and gave up the ghost right pre-market, and I was able to take a short entry on the name because it gave me this wick, and my indicator popped up right at this first candle. Of course, I'm using the 3-minute bar. I like the 3-minute bar because it's not too slow and not too fast, and it's giving me the direction, because anything normally that will close in the 3-minute bar is going to close in the 5, and if it closes in 3-minute bar, it's going to shake out. 1 minute or 2 minute candle is going to do the shakeout period, what I call the shakeout period of 1 minute to 2 minutes, and the 3 minutes gives me the truest range of where this thing is going to go. So that's why I like the 3-minute bar. So that being said, it wicked out here. I waited till the 3-minute bar completed. I'm gonna say that again. I waited until the 3-minute bar completed, and then the indicator popped up on the close, and I got in right up in here. I didn't ride it all the way down for the next 2 candles. Usually that's what I'll wait for, the 2 candles down from the indicator signal. It's the rule of thumb. Rule of thumb is when the indicator pops up on your Thinkorswim platform, wait at least 2 candles and then close your position. Whatever that ratio is. Some people use profit targets, R1, R2. I don't use that. Some people like it and stick to that formula. My formula is 2 candles down from the indicators popping up on the screen. It worked well for me for years, and if it's not broke, I'm not going to fix it. So it popped up right up in that area, and got my short. Whoa, what was that? Let me go back. Too much. All right, there, and I closed it out right in here on that candle because it's pretty much over $1, because Facebook really I got in at 108 and change, and close it out right up in here at 208 and change, and I closed it out at 205 and change. So that was well over $1 in profit. So I got it right out in here, and I took that and ran. As you can see, it kind of faded off for the rest of the day. Here, get this arrow right. Here had another start for a comeback, but it didn't make it. Same spot here, sold off right up in here, and then here for the next leg down, another leg down here. I'm going to call this here, right up in the same zone, but it couldn't get up. And of course, after hours, it did the same thing. It continued to trend to the downside. So that was a good win. Next trade that I got into was Twitter. Same thing. Earnings last night popped up. Analysts didn't like what they were saying on the conference call. The actual was a bad earnings report. Some user numbers was not as high as they would anticipated. Same thing. Indicator popped up right up in here. Took the trade. I didn't ride it down for the next legs down, but I got the second candle here where my profit was. So I got in on this candle, waited it out here for this consolidation, this mini consolidation here, and then I got out at that second candle, waited 2 candles and closed it. Now you can argue that you could have waited a whole lot longer, but my experience is if you wait, sometimes it'll come back on you, and you could actually, if it did come back, you could actually add to the position that you had. But I'm pretty much not doing. I'm a micro scalper. I'm going to stay in my lane and do what I normally do to make my profit on a daily basis. Profit target hit, and there we go. That's the trade that I had. Next trade that I had was Qualcomm. Same thing. The trade was taken right after the close of that candle there, and I closed it out here. And I didn't even wait for the rest of this flush, but this thing flushed really well right at the open, and I got this well over $1 when I got my entry about at 80.25, and I closed it out at about 79.34 right in this area here. I didn't get the rest of this flush on the second candle, but I got it here. That's when I did my entry right up in here. On the second candle, I waited for that 3-minute candle to close, and then I actually got the position right up in here, right at that arrow at 80.26. So those are my trades. If you want the indicators that I'm using, there will be a link in the description below. Hit the PayPal link. It'll send you to a PayPal page, and you'll see all zeros. Type in the numbers 29900, and you'll get the PayPal come to my phone, my email, say, hey, we got another purchase. I'll contact you. We can meet on your terms, whether it be during the week or the weekend, and we can actually walk through the indicators, and I'll load and share those indicators that I'm using. Because again, if you're using moving averages, EMAs, Ichimoku clouds, or whatever that might be, I'm using some of the standard same things, but I have tweaked them, gave some special values that are not normal values, that are not the normal settings to the same indicators that probably everybody's using. But because of the unique settings that I have, it gives me an advantage to have an upwards 90% win rate on my trading day in and day out. It's not 100%, but it's upwards of 90%. And I got the profits to prove it. I don't load videos all the time. I hadn't loaded in a long time. So I'm starting back loading them again because I am with another broker. I'm not, of course, not with SureTrader. SureTrader went out of business, so I'm with TradeNet now. So I'll have my email also in the link. If you want to trade with SureTrader, you want to trade the same platform that I have. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. There's the platform that I have, and you can see the profits here was 212 on those 3 trades that I had: Facebook, Qualcomm, and Twitter. And $212. I don't use a whole lot of shares. I don't believe in using the whole account to size into any trade and sizing out using the entire value of the account, all of the buying power, because I don't believe you have to make it a $100 to $200 day. Sometimes even bigger than that if you can continue to trade. Sometimes I will load the boat and go 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares, like I did on the other trades last week. $1,000 day, $900 day. I didn't record the video, but I did get those from this trading account, and I did use a little bit more buying power than normal because of these setup that I saw, the opportunity that I saw, so I loaded the boat on those. But you really don't have to. My motto, again, you heard me say it once, I say it 1,000 times: trade small, trade often. Your job as a trader is to protect your capital, protect that buying power. If you're not protecting the buying power, you won't be in business for long, guaranteed. You're going to go down the road to where you get some winning, you'll be on a little hot streak, a little winning streak, and then you're going to get one of those trades where it's not, again, there's no system is 100%. You're going to get that 10% or that 9% loser and then blow up the account or lose a whole lot of value, and then you're fighting to get it back. Change of mentality, change of everything, your whole attitude change. It's a struggle to dig yourself out of a hole. So not risking a whole lot in every trade, on all of your trades, is a good risk, being a good risk manager. And you of course, as a trader, you have to wear all 4 hats as a trader, because of course all traders wear 4 hats. You're number 1, you're a trader. Number 2, you're a risk manager. That's the number 2 job. Number 3, you're the IT department. That's you. You're the IT department to maintain your equipment. And number 4, you have to be a protector of your profit. You got to protect the bag. That's their job as well. So that's why I call it another hat. Because traders, sometimes you're just looking for signals and trade setups. As a trader, you're not even thinking, if you're not wearing that hat, I got to protect the bag. I got to keep my profits and treat this as a business. Because if you're not treating it as a business, you won't be in business for long. All right. So the links are in the description below. Leave a comment. Email me if you want to get with TradeNet and get an account. The TradeNet accounts can be set up with just $300. You get a $14,000 buying power, $14,000, and for just $300 entry. If you want to do that, email me and I can get you connected with the right manager to get you going and on your road to trade the same tickers that I'm trading. The tickers that I'm trading, I trade 8 a day. Well, I have a watch list for 8 a day. You can go to my Twitter account, the Chart Stalker, thechartstalker.com, the Chart Stalker at Twitter, and type it in to the URL, and you'll get to this page. And I load up 8 tickers a day, as you can see here. I'm all of it every day, about no later than 8:15. I load my watch list, and you can see all of the trades that I've done with TradeNet. Again, like I was telling you, I got $500 a day, $100 a day, $300 a day, $200 a day. So every day is different. Just go check it out. And I hadn't loaded up in a while because I was with SureTrader, but now I'm with another broker. So I actually want to start doing more videos and loading more on my channel, and get everybody the opportunity to go ahead and join with TradeNet with the hookup that I have, that you can get a discount with just $300, and I get you a discount, and with the intro package, and they can describe the rest of the packages they have. They have an intro package, a student package, an expert package, and a pro package. But you can get started if you have not traded with buying power before with just $300, and you have a risk limit of $700 in the account, and the risk manager go over that with you. Just give me an email and I can take care of you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out. As I always say in parting, to live is Christ and to die is gain.